Hi guys, welcome to week 5 of remote learning. We are now in our 5th week. This is flying by, although I miss being in school. I hope this is getting a little bit easier for you. We're starting fresh from now on. Whatever we do from week 5 on, please make sure you submit your work on time. I would like it and appreciate it if everybody does their work on the time that it's due. Obviously, things occur, and if there's ever an issue, you could always contact me. But let's try not to have so many people behind on schoolwork like the first 4 weeks. At this point, we should be good and ready to go, and we should understand. Just a heads up that week 5 is actually a lot easier this week. You have science, which has only 2 assignments. You have social studies, which are only 3 assignments. LAL this week only has 3 assignments. Math, you only have 4. And then at the end of the week is ST Math, which you guys know ST Math, and you get to play on Friday instead of doing those projects. No more projects anymore for math. All right, so let's get to it. Now that we're on LAL, the really, really good thing is, guess what? We are now using our MYBOOKS. So you guys brought that home with you. So guess what? You can use it at home and do everything in your book, or you could do it online and then take a picture of it in your MyBook if you want. I don't mind however you want to do it. So keep in mind that you're allowed to use your MyBook now. So we're going on week 5. So no longer click on week 1. Where it says weeks 5 through 8, that's where you click. Once you click on 5 through 8, you want to click on week 5, April 20th to April 24th. Once you click on that, you will see the welcome page. And it just tells you might want to take a second to read that, how it's going to tell you about how we are going to be using our MyBooks. All right, so into reading are MyBooks, and it's telling you that you're going to be going onto what's it called? Class Link. You remember that smiley face on Class Link, the yellow smiley face? You will be using that as well if you need to. All right, so here is a YouTube video of the story you're going to be reading this week. So on my book, right over here, this is what we're going to be looking at. So it's the same story as this one right here. How did that get in my lunchbox? So you can, instead of reading it, you can always listen to it. So if I were you, before you listen to the story, first see what's on assignment 1, but keep that in mind that you get to listen to the story instead of reading it. See? How did that get in my lunchbox? So you could follow along in your book. So I'm not going to obviously read the story to you because you have it right here in front of you, and you have it in your book at home. You have it on your Class Link, the smiley face. So there's many ways you could see. So as you can see, there are only 3 assignments for this week. Assignment 1, where's the prepare to read? Aha! Do you guys remember prepare to read? Look at this. Prepare to read. Do you remember that in class? So this should make you guys very happy because we're finally doing things that actually we've done in class. So no excuses. We've been doing this since September. So your first assignment is to look at the prepare to read. So click on assignment 1. And it says, let's get ready to read the story, How Did That Get in My Lunchbox? The story of food. The genre for this text is informational. Informational text gives us facts and examples about the topic. Author of informational text may organize their ideas using headings and subheadings. Informational texts include visuals such as charts, diagrams, graphs, and timelines. So it pretty much tells you exactly what it just said here. So prepare to read. Prepare to read, they say the exact same thing. Now, it asks you a question before you read. Think about the title and the genre of this text. What do you think you are going to learn from this text? Once you have answered this question, read and listen to the story. So, this question, number 1, is the same question right here. Look, think about the title and genre of this text. What do you think you're going to learn from this text? Do you remember when we said to gallery walk? Gallery walk is to look at the pictures throughout the story and just look at it. Don't read it, just look at it. Once you look at all the pictures in this story, tell me what you think you're going to learn from this story. Please don't tell me I'm going to learn what's in my lunchbox. No. Tell me what you think it's going to teach you about the type of foods that are put in your lunchbox. So tell me. Give me detail. Remember, we're 3rd graders. I expect you guys to do 3rd grade sentences, and you will get this returned back to you if it's not a full, complete sentences and you don't give me details. Remember, 3rd grade details. So you're going to say, I think that I am going to learn from this text, blah, 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 because blah, 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 blah. And if you have more to say, go ahead and say more. But please don't say one-word answers, because that's not acceptable, and I will return it back to you. Then after you answer this question for number 1, it says to read the story after it. Once you have answered this question, read and listen to the story. So you can read the story on your own, or if you go back, what did I say you could do? You can watch the video and listen to the video instead of reading it. So you can listen to it. You can read it on your own with your own book at home, or there's another option. I hope you could find your MyBook, but if just in case you can't, you have it on YouTube, you have it right here, or if you click text, how did that get in my lunchbox, it will download, and you will have the story, hold on one second, in front of you to read. So there even is a Word document of the story in front of you. So there's no excuses. See how the whole story is in this Word document? So once you have read everything, you have one final question. What surprised you about this story? Tell me what surprised you about this. What is something that kind of shocked you that you didn't know, that now you know because of this story? Well, you would say, what surprised me in this story was blah, 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 because blah, 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 blah. Tell me because. Tell me why it surprised you. Tell me why it surprised you. Do not leave that part out. So here's the thing, boys and girls. Here are your 2 questions. So all you're doing today is answering the first question, reading, and then answering the second question. There are 2 options. When you go to look at all, oops, wrong page. So when you go back to looking at and handing in your work, there's a few things that you could do. Okay, I'm going to go back to that. There's a way that you can type in your answer, because you could write a message and write your answer in the message box. Or right here, you can click on LAL Week 5 Assignment 1. So all of these, since you can't type right here, click on this assignment, and it's going to have the 2 questions. So you open it up, and make sure you enable editing so you could type. As always, write your name. It tells you exactly what it said on PowerSchool. See? And then you type your answers in. So don't forget, full, complete answers, because if not, I'm going to return it back to you. In fact, I'm going to write that in bold so you guys know. So that's all you have to do for language arts. Question number 1, what do you think you're going to learn from this text? And tell me why. Then read the story, or listening to on YouTube. And then write your answer for number 2. What surprised you in the story? And don't forget to tell me why. All right, bye guys.